Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of my channel. It's O.y.o.l. I'm taking you on various shortcuts on Revit. As you all know, Revit is widely used in companies. It's faster, easier in civil, structural wise and architectural wise. So please do not forget to like and subscribe and even share to your friends on my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Okay, so let's begin. So let's start from what move and the shortcut of move itself. The shortcut of move is MV. So let's see what MV really does. So let's highlight this, and for you to move, just click on MV without enter any of the keys itself. MV. Immediately you'll be able to move to anywhere you want the plan to be moved. So in this move itself, you are not duplicating or copying. You are just moving the existing one to another area or another place itself. So let's check the next one. Copy. So in this copy, as it is, or as the name implies, copy, it means to duplicate. So in any of the shortcuts you will do, please do not click on enter or spacebar. Just click on CO like copy itself. Immediately it will be able to copy. So let's highlight this and click on CO. Immediately click on it, then you'll be able to duplicate to any distance. So if you want to duplicate like so many of the plans itself as it is here, just highlight it, click on CO. Immediately you'll be able to see constraints and multiple. The constraint is for it to move in a linear direction. So in a linear direction. While the multiple itself, you'll be able to duplicate it in multiple folds. So let's just delete this. And delete here is DE. Let's again DE. DE. Immediately to delete. So from here, let's go again, copy CO. So let's remove the constraints. So in the constraint, you can see I can be able to move it to anywhere. But if the constraint is highlighted, it's just in a linear direction itself. So let's go to the next. The next is trim. No, the next is rotate. So let's see what rotate RO does. Let's just highlight this. Click, let's duplicate it. That is copy CO. So let's rotate it RO. So do not click on enter or any of the keys again. Just click on the aligned key arrow. So you can see you can be able to rotate it to any direction. 150 degree, 0 degree, 90 degree. So let's delete this DE. Let's go to the next, and the next is trim. So in this trim, let's see what it does. Let's create a plan. And the plan, for you to create a plan, let's click on WA as it is here. WA is wall. WA. Let's just draw a wall and just do it like this. So you can see the gap here. So the trim itself, TR, click on the first one and the second one. Immediately you can see. Click on the first wall and the second one. It immediately joins. So let's just do like this. Let's create similar. Click on TR. Click on the first wall you want it to join. The first wall, you can see where the direction. So let's just go. You can see the direction it is. You can see up. So that is a function of TR, trim. So let's delete this DE for delete. Let's go to the next one, grid, and grid is GR. So in this grid is to get the structural element itself, like this wall. So let's just go to grid GR. So from here you can see it brings directly the grid itself. So that is the function of grid. So it makes things easier. That is the function of grid. So shortcut makes things easier and faster than just clicking on so many or multiple things itself. So let's delete this DE. Let's go to the next, and the next is group GP. So let's duplicate this, highlight, copy CO, and move to another area. So for you to group it, let's go to as it is here, GP. So let's click on GP. Immediately you can see create model group. Name it. You can name it as group 2. You can name it as any other name you want it to be. So let's click on OK and see what happens. So you can see from here, this is already a unit, and they are separated, as you can see from here. Why this? As I click on this, immediately it's already a unit itself. So that is that is the function of group itself. And if you want to ungroup, you can see from here. Just click on ungroup. So let's group it again. GP. So let's go to the next. And the next is text. Okay, the next is PN. Here you can see it. If I click on PN, immediately you can see the sign is already pinned. So if I want to unpin, just click on it. PN. We want to unpin. Click on it. So let's go to the next, and the next is text. Like when you want to write other things on your plan or other area itself. So either of you looking for where is text? Where will I check, or where will I see text itself? Just use the shortcut and click on TX. Then in this text, I'll drag it like this. Then whatever I want to write, let's just name this as room 1, and click on OK. So for you to edit this, you can see it from here. You can edit it from here based on how you want it to be, the thickness, or based on the enlargement itself. So you can see it becomes bigger as I increase it, and it becomes smaller as I reduce it. 2.5 mm. So for you to edit the thickness, you can edit the color, you can edit everything. Just go to edit type. You can see in the edit type, display properties for the family type to which the selected element belongs. So just click on edit type. So here you can be able to edit it. Let's check. Let me put it to red, and let's see what happens. You can see it changes immediately to red. So let's edit it. You can increase the line weight. You can change the background and the text front, the text size, the tab size, and all that. So like this, let's make this bold so that you see what happens, and click on italic. It's italic. You can see it changes immediately. So I don't want this italic. Let's edit this and unmark it and check. So, and let's just make this, let's make it black. So you can see immediately it changes. So let's check the next one, and the next one is scale, and it's called RE. So scale mostly works because you need to highlight it. So either of you highlighting so many times, you can just group it as it is in the other one. Group it. So let's see what RE does. Okay, let's group it again. I think okay, that means you don't need to group it. You need to first highlight it. Let's move this MV. Let's remove the constraints. So group, no, that is scale here, RE. Let's see again. So from here you can see immediately. So you don't need it to be grouped, as I said the other time. You need you can be able to do it when it's like in different identity or different aspect itself. So let's click on it and see what happens. It reduces and enlarges itself. It reduces the plan itself. You can see it has reduced. Let's go to Ctrl Z. Let's click on R again. Either reduce or increase it itself. You can see what happens. RE. So let's go to the next, and the next is wall, and the wall is WA. So either of you going looking for where will I check wall? How will I where is the wall? Or will I go to architecture in which it is there? So the fastest way is just to click on WA. Let's click on WA. So when you click on WA, you can be able to see various thickness. You can see 150, you can see brick, you can see 150 mm, 200, 250, 300, and the rest. And even in the wall, you can see curtain wall, you can see exterior glazing, stuff, front itself. So let's just use the 150 first and just draw a box. So let's create a window, because most of the time I don't use window itself, I use curtain wall. So let's see WA, curtain wall. Where's the curtain wall? So when you want to do curtain wall, let me just give you an example like this. You can see itself highlighted walls overlap. So for you not to have this kind of warning, let's go to Ctrl Z again. Let's cancel this. So you have to edit it, and in this you see automatically embed. So you have to mark it itself. So once you click on it, press OK. Now let's see what happens. You can see immediately it's inside the wall itself. So let's check. You can see from here, this is the curtain wall. So most of the time I use curtain wall for my windows, because I use curtain wall for glazing itself. It's easier to use and it's more durable. It's more, I would like it, more efficient to me in Revit itself. So here it is plain. Let's just make it realistic so you see it. Here it is plain itself. So for you to create, or for you to put the munions and put the others there, let's go to architecture. You can see the cutting grid and the munion. Let's go to the cutting grid. So 2.2, let's just make it 2.2, 2.2, 2.2, and you can just put one distance itself, or you can put that down. Okay, one is okay. Let's go architecture. Let's make it munion, and you see what happens once you grid. So in this munion, you have the grid line segment, and all grid. So I just want to use the all grid so that I'll just highlight everything once. You can see from the video here. So just click on all grid. So immediately you can see that I highlight all the grid lines itself. So let's click on it. You can see what happens immediately. So Revit is efficient and it's faster. Other people know that Revit is efficient, but they won't want to agree that Revit software is efficient more. You can see what happens and it's really fast. It has created the munion aspect, and it has created the grid itself as I did the first time. So let's go to our plan again. So from there you can see the plan itself. You can see the curtain wall itself. So let's go to the next, and next is delete and delete. So in this delete, I have to remove something. So let's remove this group DE. You can see how it is. Let's remove this DE. So that is how Revit really works itself.